I represent RAG Bank, and my name is Prabhat, and I've been in Dubai for like more than 7 years now. So I've started since 2015, and I've worked for 2 banks for now. So it's like I'll be with RAG Bank, National Bank of Russell Khema, and prior to this, I was working for Mashreq Bank. So I come up with a fair enough experience, definitely not this thing, but yeah, fair enough experience when it comes to premium banking, private and business accounts. So I would just like to understand, as Anna, she told me she would like to understand, like, what convenient could be the process in terms of, if someone is looking to set up a company, or if someone is looking to understand what will be the activity based on. So I'll take you through the process, how we look at customers, okay? And I hope anyone is not recording this. If anyone is recording, they have to pay me a fee. Okay?
Sorry, someone can't speak English at all. So
yeah, so let them.
Sometimes we will.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, you tell me, I'll stop. Okay. So basically, I've been dealing with Russian customers like after this current situation, like from last quarter 2021. And I came across a lot of profiles, a lot of activities, a lot of different customers when it comes to from a manufacturer, from a trader, for every activity. So basically what a bank looks at, example, I'm working for a bank, and if I'm planning to set up a business in future, so they will see what is my line of previous experience. If today I'm working for a bank, all of a sudden I started dealing into gold and diamond, they might feel something fishy. But as far as you justify, there is nothing wrong. You do any business. There is nothing wrong in doing any business. You can do anything and everything. As far as you justify the right thing, we'll understand. And bank will never ask you any stupid question that why you're doing this, why you're doing that. As far as you justify, let's say maybe because of the economic situation, because of the geographical region, let's say if you're doing some sort of business in Russia into foodstuff trading or something, and all of a sudden after coming to UAE, you want to do something else, you can do. There is nothing wrong. As far as you have all the documents clear, and as far as you have everything as per your profile, as per your experience, we can set it up for you. That's not an issue. Now, we as a bank, we do risk profiling based on nationality, business activity, country of dealing. So based on the bank's previous experience. So first thing I would like to tell you, in UAE, there is no business activity that you cannot do. There is nothing that you cannot. As far as the government is allowing us to do everything, we can do everything. But some banks have their own rule and regulations. So very simple, like, so let's say Synergy provides you a certification, everything in a specific area. So maybe not necessarily they can give you all the diplomas. So maybe if they are specialized into financial, Synergy, we have to approach it. If some other universities specialize into something, we have to approach it. So there's a reason every bank has a different process, different way of looking at the customer. Some banks will not accept Russian national, like Mashreq Bank, because they have their intermediary bank is US bank. So because of the sanction reason, they are not taking it. Now, what is very important is the KYC. Yeah, you should just raise it and hold it. Or let's do one. Let's do one thing. Maybe I'm definitely, you guys are more experienced now to understand what exactly you want to do based on your current line experience. You come up with the question, maybe related to that question, I can answer, and that can help everyone.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have one company. I opened March of this year.
Okay.
The account in Citibank.
Okay.
And now I open another company.
Okay.
And ask for banks for open the account, and
Bio FAB Bank, yeah.
Why? That's correct.
Yeah.
Right one, no.
Yeah.
How I can understand?
What is the activity? Is it into IT, logistics, or
trade license? Trade, e-commerce.
E-commerce.
Yes.
So you will sell what product? From where you'll buy? You will buy. So example, what is your platform? What product you sell?
It's supplements.
Supplements.
Yes.
So who is your suppliers? Do you have direct, you take the supplements and stock it in UAE and then you deliver? Or you have a tie-up, you take the orders, they will deliver it to you.
Yes, now for me, it's in Emirates, it's a new path. Like in my country, I produce in my country and sell.
Okay.
Here, I don't know now, like,
Maybe you have to have a suppliers or something.
yes, I try to speak with suppliers here, and I don't know, I will produce here, or maybe I will import from my country. This is question for me also. It might like second step here.
So I want to know, so you have two activities or only one? Only e-commerce or you have trading also?
E-commerce and second one, sorry.
Trading.
Trading, e-commerce on Amazon and Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Online. Also good question, like, I wanted to start online e-commerce, but after maybe next step, maybe we'll, yes, we'll.
So for now, the only activity is e-commerce.
Yes.
Okay. So basically what happens for e-commerce companies, two things, okay? I'm a business owner. I have an e-commerce platform, okay? Two things, either I will make my own platform, either I will ask Amazon and Noon. So in that case, now who will be the supplier? So what happens sometimes, let's say I sell diapers, example, okay, baby diapers. So what I will do, either I will import the diapers and I will keep it in Dubai warehouse and I'll put my ads on Amazon and Noon. So whatever order I get, I deliver it from the warehouse. One option. Either what you do, either you just create a platform on Amazon and Noon, and she is your supplier. So the order goes to her and she delivers. So what is your model here?
Amazon will deliver.
Amazon will
Yes,
deliver.
yes.
And how you supply the product? You within locally?
If now, I don't know, like.
You want to understand whether you, how you
Yes,
do.
my country is stable business, but here for me, it's like from zero.
See what you can do, I'll tell you in your case. So you are targeting only UAE for now or worldwide?
UAE and after Saudi.
Okay.
It's also question.
You can do that, I'll tell you. So best thing what you do, you don't directly involve into trading. So take some company who delivers and who also receives the suppliers. So example, let's say you have a best quality protein coming from Russia.
Mhm.
So let's say Anna has got a company over here. You tell Anna that you have a company, you take my proteins and the stock, keep it with you, and you take the responsibility of delivering. So the business, what you're doing, you are doing only within GCC. So there is no risk for the bank because you just put an ad on Amazon and Noon, okay? And whatever delivery you get, third party will deliver. Your headache is not there. You will just get the commission. She gets her, Amazon will take their commission. You will get your amount and you just pay the delivery charge to her. If you do everything end to end, it will be a little complicated for you right now because of the restrictions and because of you'll have a headache of importing it from Russia and via sea cargo, whatever it is. So it's better.
And one note, I'm by passport, I'm Belarus.
Belarus.
But for Ragman, it's the same, yes.
The same. Belarus, in fact, is more high risk.
More what?
More high risk.
Uh.
So now I'll tell you, whenever I'm using the term high risk, that doesn't mean we are or you are doing anything wrong. Because as far as I told you, you justify all your documents, you give everything, we will open the account. But sometimes we have a limitation to fight with compliance, okay? Now, we also work on target basis. If I'm working for you on a business account and all, I have to keep replying, following up, this, that, push everything. So we should have some benefit from the customer in terms of making a good balance, making some investment and making some sort of bank products and all. So that help us to do it because in a
What do
day,
you mean by words investment? It's like shares or it's
See, here-
royalty or what?
no. So basically the investment, what we have is very limited because they will only give you the bank what
Balance,
product you
yeah.
have. Yeah.
How much?
It depends. So it can start from $15,000 to $100,000 a year. Yeah. And it depends on
From $15,000.
$15,000.
Okay, and if you be like, I would say more goods for opening yes account with the client, you put 15,000 USD.
No. So yeah. So what we do first profiling to understand whether a customer has everything. Okay. So I'll tell you, I have a client, I opened his personal account in 3 months. He's one of the very known person in Russia, but he gave me all the possible documents. I can show it to you. For personal account, it took 3 months, but we opened and he invested $50,000. Now, investment is not mandatory with every bank. It is just to support your case in that case. But you do one thing for your e-commerce business, you have a tie-up with some local over here. So you get orders hit on the Amazon, it directly goes to your supplier within UAE, they will deliver in UAE, they will deliver in Saudi. And then later stage, you understand how is your margin and profit. There are options to open account if you're doing a business within UAE. There is option to block your international transactions. So let's say it is called like within a country you do. I think now CBD is doing it, and they have stopped a lot of accounts also before they, because after the sanction and all. So it is very important. You should know which bank, based on the KYC, what exactly you want. You should inform them that I want international client. In your case, you're getting money from Amazon and noon. Whether somebody is buying from UAE, GCC, Europe, doesn't matter. So which is good for you. So you should tie with local company, and through their account, you will get the money. That's how it is. Even you can use Stripe, something like that, the payment gateway.
Right.
Yeah, Stripe is a US payment gateway company. They are available. Yeah, yeah. Please, please.
Начал с того, что почему тебе не открыли неофициальный трансфер в банке, окей, он тебе объяснил, что когда только онлайн торговля,
Я просто типа понял, что вот они в самом начале, но чуть-чуть дальше этому тому, клиент от 15 тысяч долларов платил на баланс, вот у них чуть побольше было. Сейчас, я так понимаю, все равно находится. То есть я в диалоге, да, не слышал, что когда вы делаете какие-то вещи, все равно что там не руки, окей, brother, yes?
Sorry,
Brother.
my name?
Yes.
Prabhat, yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
Now, for example, today, Russian people, how they should open account in Reban, what they should do?
See, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
First, you have to understand, you cannot change your profile, your business activity because of the bank. You will keep doing something, what you're doing, right? If you're selling coffee or something, if I tell you, okay, Rag Bank is not opening account, who's selling coffee? You will not start selling alcohol, right? You still have to do your business. So that is something we are open for all the activities with the Rag Bank also, but we are taking little time. And sometimes we have to, we understand, as far as very important thing is a source of fund. So from where your money is, you're investing. Because most of the people are just
I think what we can do is just the translation, not the simultaneous one, but when you say then I'll be translating.
I don't mind, yeah. No, because see what I can do, by the way, what I can do, see, for you to make it very easy, because if you translate everything, what I say, because there is lots to talk, in that case, we'll be sitting here till evening. Okay. If you want, I know somebody who speaks Russian also. She's my client. She's here from like 10 years. She knows about banking and all. Yeah. So she's also consultant. She can explain and she can discuss all these things.
Он говорит, что если мы будем переводить сейчас, собственно, все, что он говорит, мы будем тут сидеть до вечера, и у него есть коллега, который
That will be more, yeah, that will be easier. Because see, what I understand, you know,
какими-то этими отделами, да, вы уже нам просто коротко будете
Давайте.
Ну, мне тезисно тоже, честно.
Давайте
Я
конкретно.
понимаю все, что он говорит, но мне тезисно тоже тяжело сделать
Давайте
вывод.
конкретно.
Много слов, много слов,
Давайте конкретно.
давайте
Давайте.
вопросы, давайте вопросы. Вот
Да, да.
вопросы не успеем, что
Я дошел.
давайте.
3-4 steps.
Я говорить еще, потому что я первый вопрос задам. Мне был вопрос, есть ли разница, компания твоя открыта на мейнленд или открыта в призоне, и какая призона? Потому что если разница есть, то тогда может быть разница и в степс, и в
Давай
процедуре.
помним, будет по спам.
Да, и минимум депозит.
See, minimum deposit is the second question. First, you should have the account. Source of fund is very important.
Очень важный случай, очень важный случай.
If any amount, if you're taking cash, because I'm facing issue for one guy, you know, Copics photocopy application in Russia. He's my client, he's
Короче,
facing.
какой-то чувак, который фотокопия application.
See, basically, I have met a lot of Russians and I'm meeting a lot of Ashan supermarket. She is my client, and there are Ashan. Then I met Igor Creed also, but I don't want to disclose this because he want to be low profile. Yeah. So I'm handling his account also. So there are a lot of people like this somewhere. In fact, I met a owner of Moscow airport. His name is Mr. Dimitri or something, but you cannot find his name because there are millions of Dimitri, Alex, Igor in Russia. So yeah, so basically the very this thing is like source of fund is very important. Whatever cash you're taking out from Russia, like Raiffeisen or any bank you're taking, okay, make sure you keep all the documents, because he bought example $30,000.
Всегда сохраняйте все документы. What was it about the cash?
See example, what happened is
Мысль не закончил. Он говорит, вот если у вас кэш есть, и мысль не закончил. Он говорит, всегда сохраняйте все документы. Да.
Документы где российские, но у нас есть компания, можно показать налог по компании, что мы зарабатываем
I'll show you one sample statement. Okay, so when you withdraw cash from the account, it is shown withdrawal. Okay, example, let's say $50,000 from Russian bank.
When you withdraw.
Okay, let's see. Now you all are coming from example from Russia, from
Да,
Moscow. Okay,
мы все из России.
yeah,
We don't have any business record here.
no business, nothing, zero. Okay, let's say you are coming from Russia now and you want to travel. Because of the current situation, most of the people cannot transfer money, they cannot withdraw.
Из-за текущей ситуации люди не могут переводить банковскими переводами деньги.
So what they're doing, they're carrying cash.
И что они делают? Они переводят в
Let's say example $50,000. Okay,
$15,000.
so when you withdraw from the bank statement 50,000, it will show withdrawn.
Когда
From-
ты списываешь с банка, то в
From
выписке российской показывается, что ты снял эти деньги.
And when you come here,
И когда ты
don't
приезжаешь
spend in
сюда,
dollars. If you are spending that money here, if you're keeping it as well and good. If you are spending in dirham, exchange it from any exchange and keep a receipt.
Когда ты приезжаешь сюда, ты не расплачиваешься долларами, поэтому если ты будешь обменивать доллары на дирхамы, нужно сохранить чек об обмене.
So that let's say if I withdraw 50,000 and I'm coming to Dubai to spend $50,000 for everything, let's say house, company formation, anything
Вот
and
я
everything.
50 тысяч долларов привез сюда и трачу их на что угодно, на дом.
Yeah. So when I get $1 from Russia, I withdraw exchange here, then I keep a receipt. So if in case I want to deposit some cash in the bank, I can show, you know, I got $50,000. I spent 10,000 for my holidays, my hotel, and I have 40,000 left. This I'm putting in the account.
И вот 50 тысяч долларов, допустим, ты привез, часть обменял, сохранил чек, часть потратил на дом еще на что-то, и принес эти все чеки в банк, показываешь, я 10 тысяч потратил, 40 тысяч у меня осталось, вот я хочу сейчас положить их на счет.
В России по закону можно есть.
Я думаю, не важно.
Но здесь не проблема.
Я думаю, цифры, это же
Я просто хочу увидеть, да, там, если ты поменял 50 тысяч долларов, тебе кэшем дали, поменял в один, и
It's nice, actually. It's nice. The amount is much smaller that you can take with you from Russia, but it doesn't matter.
No, but a lot of people are carrying $100,000. Actually, the allowed amount is $10,000.
Yes.
Are we, this is getting record or what is?
Yeah, $10,000 is
10,000 is allowed, but other customers,
Не знаешь, что 10 тысяч долларов это разрешено.
А мы говорим о юрлице или о физлице?
Are you talking about an individual or a company?
Anything is fine. See, the reason I'm telling you this, because she said when you're coming as a no profile in UAE, because we have to justify, because most of the people are moving with cash. Because that's the easiest option, because from the ATM, you cannot withdraw more than $1,000 or $2,000, whatever it is. So most of the people are taking out, it's your account, whether business, whether private account. Whatever you take out, try and give the supporting documents.
Ну, до этого он говорил, что с кэшем ездить гораздо проще, поэтому люди ездят с кэшем с текущей.
The normal is 10,000 is allowed, but some people are carrying more. When you come with family and all that, people are taking more.
My children, for example,
Exactly, they put it in the bag or whatever it is, there is nothing wrong with that.
Ну, по факту люди привозят больше. Ну, вот у меня дети мои маленькие, да, они привезли каждый по 10 штук. Это я посмотрю.
И что, помогают людей?
Да, на человека.
You have a question?
I have a question about the bank account, private one, and the company, because how many years have been by 23 on the spot? And I have my company, I just opened it 1 year ago. It's already finished even, and it's still paying my bank account.
What is that?
It's trading license, it's beauty industry, but.
What is industry? Trading of cosmetics?
Yes.
Okay.
And the problem is, I just applied once and I was super scared. I was very nervous about it, maybe it was my mistake. And now, if it's finished after 1 year, can I try, or I should extend first of all my license, and after I should go to bank? And I also took from my bank account for last 6 months in English everything. Like I got it from Russia with official stamp and everything. But today I was in NBD. And they said you should extend license, and after.
Yeah, because license is mandatory to renew it.
And I'm like
Managing
there.
it. See, private account we can open.
Can we do it? No.
So you don't have any account in you? So what were you doing from last 3 years in Dubai?
I used my Russian bank before March or when it stopped. And now I'm just like, funny jokes about Russian around cash, around body.
So before setting up this company in March 2021, right?
I was paid from my Russian bank account. I have company in Russia also.
Same activity.
Yes.
You can provide the bank statement from Russian.
I did it. I wrote it.
Okay. See, it's doable. Okay, it's just that somebody who wants to open is possible. It's not that, but definitely I cannot take all the Russians account. I cannot sleep, because if you see my car, I have full of documents. So there's a reason, and currently I don't want to overcommit to you, because nowadays the bank is a little slow.
But if my license finishes and I'm managing director, it seems I still can have private account.
You can.
No problem.
No problem. No, but when you open, see, this is 2 things now. Either you have to make a salary certificate,
From my company, by myself.
letterhead you can make by
With
yourself.
my stamp?
Yeah, with your stamp or something like that, you can do. But what happens if you're lucky enough to get through, they will open it. But in case they ask the trade license, then you have to renew the trade license.
But it's really clear.
I know. So this is a mistake people do. People do, because what happens, there are some free zones also wherein they're not that expensive, and DMCC is expensive also and not easy to take all the documents and everything.
But like for Russian payment bank, I didn't see it's not like premium license.
It is, no, it is a good license, but basis on previous experience with Russell Khema Bank. Because in DMCC, there are big companies, oil and gas, mining, commodity, gold and diamond trading. So because of the bad experience by the previous customers, so we look at as a high risk.
Like it's just for a reason, or?
It's for a reason, because, it's a free zone company. See, normally people are here to do port-to-port business to save tax. So bank get into a lot of documentation and everything, but there is nothing wrong, because the land is providing that opportunity. So it depends on the bank, how they want to absorb it. So I'll tell you a very simple example. For the Copix owner, the 2 brothers are the owner. One account I opened, we got approved. For second account, we got stuck because he's not able to give that slip for the cash deposit.
Он рассказывает историю, что вот 2 счета открывали клиенту, один счет открыли нормально, а второй не смогли открыть, потому что человек не предоставил чек на кэш.
So because of that reason. Yeah.
What do you think, what do you think
Слив, ну, чек.
Exchange receipt. So no. let's say, so what we told them, see, compliance will ask you how you're managing your expenses. Like you're using your Russian, so you can tell me this, you can show us the statement.
But how I cannot use it outside the country?
Don't use it. At least you can pull out statement. In your case, we can justify that you're using your Russian bank statement. We can see Starbucks Dubai, Starbucks Sharjah example.
I don't know, maybe, but all Russian cards, we cannot use it abroad. Like we
Не,
cannot
он говорит, старые контакты. Ладно, уже
Давайте
годы, пока.
Давайте
Как он помнит?
А, давайте вот общий вопрос, надо.
See, source of fund is very important.
Вот у нас будет прокэш, да, что можно подтвердить этот кэш. There was a question about the source of funds. Have you finished?
No, we'll, so basically source of fund, I'll tell you very simple example. Let's say I'm working for a bank from last 7 years. Okay, so I have a savings from last 7 years.
Допустим, я работаю в банке 7 лет, у меня есть накопление за 7 лет. I think I'm pretty much good with the simultaneously.
Nice. So let's say I'm working for the banks and I'm getting salary. So that's the reason I have savings. I can see.
У меня есть зарплата, благодаря которой я имею накопление.
And tomorrow, if I want to start a business, I get a license.
Хочу начать.
So I'm saying that.
I can do
Yeah,
this simultaneously.
So let's say
Если
tomorrow I
завтра
start a
хочу
company,
начать бизнес,
and if I go to bank, any bank to open the bank account, they will ask me,
если
okay,
я пойду в банк,
give me your
чтобы
source of
открыть
fund.
счет, то банк меня спросит, укажи свой источник.
In that case, what I will do, I will give my previous 6 months bank statement saying that I was
достану
working.
выписку за последние 6 месяцев из банка.
Yeah, saying that I have a salary coming and this is what my savings and this is my source of fund.
Скажу, что у меня была зарплата или накопление, и это мой источник дохода.
Now, yeah, please.
We are owners of Russian business and we.
I'm coming to that, yeah.
Dividends of our company.
Or inheritance and properties and everything. Yeah.
Является российской декларацией. Мы читали с тобой удовольствие.
Okay. Let's take example for you and for him. Let's go one by one. What business he is doing currently in Russia?
Какой у вас сейчас бизнес в России? Production of goods for children.
Like toys or what is it?
Игрушки.
So you've got a manufacturing unit in Russia? Okay. Now, how you're planning to sell your products from here? E-commerce
Как
or
вы
not?
планируете продавать свои товары отсюда с помощью онлайн-торговли?
As a distributor, wholesaler. Okay. So in this case, you will import all the toys and everything from Russia, or you're planning to set up your plant in some other country?
Вы планируете импортировать товары из России, или вы планируете или вы планируете создать завод?
Первым этапом импорт, затем, когда уже объем,
The first step is importing goods from Russia, and when they see that the business is going on, then they will
can set up maybe nearest. Okay. So, but now is it okay? The logistic is doing well when it comes to import. Is it convenient right now because of the current situation? He can import to you.
Логистика сейчас нормально работает в текущей ситуации?
It's all working fine because I may not know everything. Okay, in that case, what you can do, he can use the same line of experience. So we can show that to the bank. He can set up a company anywhere, no problem. He can set up in mainland, free zone, stating that some activity related to the toys distributor or something, toys related.
I think the question was about the first, step when he's importing goods from Russia.
That is something he has to manage. That is not my lookout as a bank.
Ага. Вот первый этап, когда вы импортируете товары из России, это то, что под вашей ответственности, это его вообще не касается. Сергей?
У меня расчетный счет.
Подождите, у вас вопрос, может ли иностранное лицо создать счет здесь?
Нет, у меня вопрос простой. Как открыть расчетный счет? Чтобы его...
Вы компанию хотите здесь создавать?
Да, как подтвердить? Вы говорите, что нужно подтвердить доходы. На самом деле вопрос у меня был вообще про другое. Можно ли в декларации подтвердить доходы? И достаточно делать, или что-то нужно еще? Это первый вопрос. Второй вопрос. Есть ли разница, то, что вы говорили, менеджмент и призор? И кем мне надо являться, чтобы без проблем открыть расчетный счет. Первое, второе,
Ну,
третье.
компанию здесь будет учитывать.
Да, да.
Все.
Мы уже открыли компанию. Поэтому вопрос. Нужны счета. Это и есть проблема.
In his case, I will explain.
His question is whether you can confirm the source of funds by showing tax documents,
Yes,
local tax
yes,
documents
yes,
from
yes,
Russia,
yes,
where you
possible.
the taxes paid. and
For
stuff
last
like
3
that.
years, 2 years, whatever, bank statement, yes, it's possible.
Да, за последние 2-3 года и банковские выписки,
Или
да.
выписки. Вот важно, декларацию или выписку.
He says it's important whether it's a bank statement or it's a tax. I don't know
Both.
what's called the document that
Both.
you know. Both. Оба.
Оба. Если я положу какой-то депозит, это будет являться преимуществом, да, нет, и какой уровень депозита.
If I have any deposit, if I deposit any amount, will that give any preference to him or not? And what
will
the
definitely.
amount of the deposit should be?
See, deposit will definitely give a preference, and the deposit can be, yeah,
Преимущество.
deposit can be in a way of a investment or a bonds or some sort of investment with the bank.
А депозит может быть в виде любой инвестиции, банды или что-то такое.
Любой суммы. То есть сумма
Any amount?
So now I'll tell you, this differs from person to person, case to case.
Это зависит от конкретной ситуации.
Because I have people who are ready to invest $100,000.
Давайте попробуем.
I have people who are ready to invest $15,000. So when I sit in person to person based on the profile, based on company turnover,
Это зависит от общего оборота компании, от профайла.
Можно я, да? По каким критериям являются стоп-факторами? С другой стороны зайдем. Кому не открывается?
Can you name the reasons for the bank to not open the account? Which are the criteria that stop the bank from opening the account?
see, first thing what happens, example, let's say he's got a toys manufacturing company in Russia. Okay. Now, first I want to understand before I say the reason, because the reason can be 100 reasons. It can be money laundering. It can be,
Ну, отмывание денег, например.
it can be a country which UAE doesn't allow to do the trade if the customer is doing trade with the country.
Это может быть, например, страна, в которой клиент банка совершает бизнес, в то время как ОАЭ это не допускает. Ну, типа,
А,
может быть,
Давайте для Руси. Что по факту является первым?
He supplies, let's take his example.
Комплекс, да.
Let's take his example so I can understand the KYC. You supply within Russia or outside country toys.
Вы поставляете в России или
Вы-
за пределами страны тоже?
За пределами на страны СНГ и немного в Европе.
CIS countries, he supplies to CIS countries and
Europe sometimes.
partially to Europe.
Yeah. So in this case, his license will be into toys trading example, activity will be, he can set up a company in free zone. For him, we will consider that he is doing business port to port. Port to port means he's manufacturing in Russia. He's got a company in Dubai. He's from Russia. He's sending directly to India. And the Indian supplier is paying money to Dubai. There is nothing wrong in that. That is called port to port business. I'll explain you.
No, can you just translate like sentence by
Yeah.
sentence?
So port to port business in his case, okay. Let's say he has a customer in Germany. Okay. So from Russia, he will manufacture the toys.
Предположим, у вас есть клиент в Германии. Вы производите игрушки в России.
And from Russia, once he manufacture, he send it directly to Germany. It will not come to
Посылаете
Dubai.
напрямую в Германию. No, not to Dubai.
It
Не
will
в Дубай.
not, but he can still receive the money in Dubai because
Но
he has a
вы
company in
все
Dubai.
равно можете получать деньги в Дубае, потому что у вас есть компания в Дубае.
This is to save tax or something. People do it port to port
Это
business and
чтобы
this.
оптимизировать налогообложение, это называется port to port.
Деньги куда получать?
Да, такой расчет, открытый.
То, что он может получать, это очевидно. Потому что если он может толкать, надо получать туда и еще и диверсифицироваться. Вопрос не в этом. Вопрос в том, как открыть русскому счет.
Да нет, смотри, я просто понял, он говорит, основа, вот я услышал, это два документа, ну, по поводу движения по счету, и сам declaration.
Но это и
А третий, да, режим твоего установления как ты почувствуешь, что если у тебя небольшой продукт, ты можешь показать, небольшой бумаг, тогда да, небольшой попробуй. А у тебя там, блядь, не знаю, там граф туда заявится, его не пойдет.
Ну, в принципе, вот это они как бы изначально, что им интересно жизнь, белый раньше.
No support. That right license.
Или нет, мы вам
Да.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter for the bank whether the company is located in mainland or in a free zone and which particular free zone.
Doesn't matter. One more thing.
Отлично.
For some banks, it matters. Like example,
Для
ADC.
некоторых банков это имеет значение.
Example. So this is what I'm trying to say. You have to understand. Every bank has a different way of looking at customers.
У
Example,
каждого банка есть свое специфическое отношение к клиентам, политика.
because sometimes I have experienced ENBD will open personal account for Russians in 2 days and they close in 3 months without reason.
Иногда за 2 дня банк открывает клиенту счет, а потом без всякой причины через 3 месяца закрывает.
Можно вопрос страхов, вот про себя, про нас, что мы все должны понять. А на их законодательном уровне здесь какие-то страховки есть, вот, допустим, они сейчас сканят, допустим, как банк, и что это, какая-то государственная страховка есть, но на национальном уровне.
Что они не закроют?
То, что типа, если закрыть какой-то возможность, они гарантируют, государство или никто не гарантирует.
Видишь, кейс, у меня у подружки на стратегии выводила деньги, и почти $1000 перевела на счет. Ей позвонили, она не смогла на английском спокойно объяснить, откуда деньги, для чего и пришли, и до сих пор уже полгода она бьется.
Это понятно. Я за кейс, если банк скажете, вот, например, правда, и так далее, в случае каких-то финансовых кризисов, какие гарантии, то есть, если в Америке $250, там, допустим, по инвестиционному,
Государственного застрахованного, что
да, есть такая же правоохранитель, ну, или это касается не конкретно банка, а вот сейчас смотрите, как банковский сотрудник, есть ли это история.
Сейчас, давайте, может, с этим мы договорим, да?
Нет,
Can you continue, please? And we will then have another question.
Yeah. So yeah, for his case, I'm saying for him to start with the first step, for him, he has a setup already a business, a ready business in Moscow, in Russia. Okay. So let's say he can provide the bank statement, audit statement, the license, sole proprietorship license, for the company. He must be having, yeah,
The Russian license.
from Russian license. So we have to match.
Предоставить лицензию из России.
So we can-
all these documents on Russian language is okay, or on English is okay?
English.
Or English and not notarized.
You're right. English and not notarized is fine. Notarized is not mandatory because sometimes it becomes so much documents. The cost is more than coming to the bill.
No, say it again.
Можно что такое лицензия? Это сертификат товара или это документы? Что такое лицензия?
What do you mean by going back to your answer? What do you mean by license?
Он про особенности действий, там trade license.
What do you mean by license? The term
So
license,
the certificate,
the term license works different in Russia.
I know, it's like it's a sole proprietorship registration document. That's it. It's under the name of the individual. It is not a company.
No, the license is a different thing. If you are working with oil, for example, you need a license from the state.
Okay.
It's the same as approval in this country. It's a
This is-
permission
what
from
is-
the state. No,
just
it's
a
called a certificate because it's
That the company-
свидетельство.
So something like that, which shows
Is a tax
No.
number.
this is-
А вы не помните, если это на английском достаточно?
Да, this is what you mean by license. Подождите, давайте, может, так, просто все смешалось в одну кашу вообще.
See, normally what we want, if someone is existing in Dubai, UAE for 2 years, like in your case, okay?
Если кто-то в Дубае существует уже 2 года.
What is your first company activity?
Какая деятельность вашей первой компании?
Services, IT.
IT services, right?
IT.
And how old is the company?
Сколько лет?
Сколько лет компании?
You have an account somewhere?
У вас есть счет?
Which bank?
Какой банк?
entity in CBD
Okay,
and personal
Company
in
in
CBD and NBD.
okay. So in this case, let's say if he wants to open account in my bank,
Если вы хотите в этом случае открыть компанию в моем банке,
I will ask him last 6 months bank statement.
то я попрошу выписку за последние 6 месяцев.
That I can share with you the list of documents. I think I
Я
shared it.
предложу список.
And this is the basic requirement plus the invoices,
Основные требования плюс будут
supporting invoices and the contracts, agreement or something.
Вот просто они, насколько я понял, они не будут уникальны перед клиентом подходят, типа надо показать для кого. Я даже первый аккаунт мне, может быть, почему нормально открыли, я в банке живу, я вот так же разговаривал, я не показываю вот дотеры. Может быть, вот это вот для них, типа там с банками, может быть, с компаниями, просто за них.
We understand that the banks are flexible on the documents. Is it like the money that the bank is looking for, like investment, or that the company is very successful?
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. But what happens is, you see, even I will see what is an easy job for me. Okay, if I have an Indian national or any other national, if I have a Russian national, I will faster prefer open Indian national account because there is no headache for me. But if I'm ready to take the headache, in replace to that headache, because for Russian national, they will ask a lot of questions. I can show you some examples.
Для российских граждан они будут
So
задавать
I
много
invest my
вопросов.
time and my efforts.
Я вкладываю в это время и усилия.
But again, I'm not sure against the time and effort what I'm investing, let's say for 2 months or 3 months. If the account gets declined by the compliance, then I've wasted my time.
Но я не знаю, во что я вкладываю эти деньги и время.
Я понял, он может вообще, он честно говорит, его КПД общительно ну, типа, он лучше, чем европейский.
Да, что получается, если банк откажет в открытии счета, то он потратил зря свое время и усилия.
That's why workers in bank don't want to communicate with us, right?
You can see, I'll tell you.
Thank you for transferring, we didn't know that.
See, there is nothing wrong as such, because what happens, because see, I understand there are a lot of people because of the current situation, they want to move here and everyone is not having money. Yeah, and everyone is not having money to just throw off, everywhere, because when you come here, you have your visa, you have your hotel, this, that, everything. So I understand that, but some people are having money, they are okay, because see, in Dubai, what happens, I'll tell you. If there is a shop opposite to this building, okay, if someone wants to buy something, if that person is not having money, he will cross the road, he will cross the bridge and he will go and get it. But there are people who has so much money, they will send somebody, you go and get it from.
Ну, обычный человек там пойдет и купит просто в этом магазине напротив, а есть такие люди, которые просто берут, нанимают кого-то, этот кто-то идет и покупает.
So there are people, they have money like anything, but that can be.
Эти люди, они имеют деньги, просто на все.
So in this case, like people who are very genuine, they have everything, they get stuck because they don't want to, they are very reluctant to spend. You cannot simply spend and everything. That's how it is. But in some cases, you should know the right case. This thing. If you have everything right, you can directly write an email to bank, write an email to customer service, because see, banks are giving platform to open. If like Mashreq is straightforward, no for Russia. Other banks are not saying no. That means they are accepting the account. So you should know the right way to follow up. But
вам нужно знать, правила, которым следовать.
А он закончил?
Нет, он не закончил. Подождите, у нас еще следующее про тут какой-то представляются документы про страхование от государства. Давайте. Сейчас мы договорим.
question.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So what happens, like when we all have to have a proper account and everything, we have to give products to the customer. We have to create the relationship. If someone invests their funds and everything, we can just take step by step. We give private account, we give investment. We also fight for them, for the customer to take the approval. Okay. Because
если мы видим, что дела идут нормально, то мы боремся за этого клиента, чтобы он получил добро от банка.
Because everyone sitting in the bank, everyone is having a target, whether it's customer service and everything.
Потому что у каждого есть таргет, который работает в банке, сказать, как сказать, цель, Есть план.
But don't quote this anywhere. This is not the reason of opening or not opening account. This I'm telling you the reality. That's how it is.
Но я
You
вам
cannot quote this anywhere.
Но я вам скажу, как реально обстоят дела. This is not the reason for not uploading.
See, basically, if she's coming to me for the account opening,
Например, она придет ко мне для того, чтобы открыть счет.
if I see, okay, she's the Russian passport holder, I
Я
say,
вижу, что у нее паспорт.
then I know I have to invest a lot of time. Then I
Я
will,
знаю, что мне нужно инвестировать много
then I
времени.
will ask her, that, okay, you do investment or you do some deposit. Then she'll say, no, I don't want to block my money.
И я спрошу, может быть, ты сделаешь какую-то инвестицию или вложишь какой-то депозит, она скажет, нет, я не хочу сейчас замораживать.
And if she's not ready to do any product, any investment, I will try to
И
tell her
если
go.
если она не хочет производить какой-то продукт или совершать инвестицию, то я ей скажу.
Because why, please understand one thing, why this is happening? Because in this country, let's say in Russia, you can open account in 2 days.
Например, в России вы можете открыть счет за 2
In
дня.
India, we can open account in 2 days, 4 days, 5
В
days.
Индии тоже за 2 дня.
Let's say in UK also you can do, Europe also. You know why? Because in India, more than 95% people are citizen of India.
Потому что в Великобритании
Same in Russia.
95%
Same in Russia, more than 99% are Russians.
так же, как в России. Большинство людей это русские.
In UK, more than 99% people are UK citizens. So we already have a set profile. We already know you since your birth and everything. But here, we are dealing with, yeah, please.
И в таких случаях банки уже имеют с вашего рождения ваш профайл.
So here we are dealing with more than 50 nationalities.
А здесь мы обслуживаем больше 15 национальностей.
So bank,
50.
50 nationalities, yeah.
50.
Yeah, 50, yeah. I can count you 20 nationalities right now. So for a bank, it's not possible to make a 50 process for 50 nationalities.
И банк не может создать 50 отдельных процессов для разных национальностей.
But at the same time, if you provide everything, if the government is allowing, if the license you're getting, everything, if you give the right KYC information, what was your experience?
Но если вы предоставляете все документы и все по KYC, ваш опыт,
What is the current business you are doing?
какой у вас текущий бизнес?
Yeah. So sometimes what happens, like ADCB Bank, they don't open trading account.
Which bank?
ADCB, Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank.
Вот этот вот банк не открывает торговый счет.
So yeah, so I know there is no logic to it.
Я знаю, что это нет.
Sorry,
I was applying this in
it's Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank.
What do you mean with trading?
So any business license has a trading name. It can be trading into foodstuff, vegetables, trading of toys, trading of anything.
Any sort of trading.
They don't. Exactly.
But I applied there, and of course I didn't receive an answer.
Do you think they will? There are 100 of people are applying. Do you think they will come back to you? Okay, sorry, we are. So which is. So what I do, I explain these things to my customers very well when I do a first meeting. Whether
И на первой встрече я объясняю эти вещи своим клиентам очень подробно.
because see, when I told you about we open an account in Russia 2 days, India, but I gave you the reason. So that's how you can accept the reason. Otherwise, people will come. You can say, oh, in Russia I can open in 2 days. Why you're not opening account?
Ну, чтобы люди понимали, почему в России могут за 2 дня открыть, а здесь нет.
Есть попробовать.
Ну, дайте мне закончить.
Потом я хотел.
We don't have a few questions. Он ничего сейчас не сказал, мы все перебиваем. Ничего не понятно на самом деле.
I can, maybe we can sit for more 15-20 minutes.
Еще, you are available for the next 20 minutes?
Let's say till 4:45 we can sit. No problem. Now it's
The next 20 minutes?
yeah 20-25.
You would tell everybody about this.
minimum with what.
Слушай, давайте
Да,
давайте сделаем, наконец, человек ничего не познает.
See what,
переводить не нужно сейчас. Потом он будет.
Да, то вы выйдете правильно.
Ванны, да, мне всегда легко сделать выжимку. Я со слова понимаю, но не
see, let's address a common questions over here. And if someone would like to meet and understand what is the profile, we can definitely schedule an appointment, not an issue.
Можно частности.
But I'm not sure I can help you right away with the account opening, but I will try my best to give you all the information, possible information.
Форму документа. The question is, what is the acceptable form of the documents? Can it be in Russian? Shall it be translated into English? Shall it be certified? Shall it be authorized by
We want-
the notary?
We want regional language also, Russian language.
Они хотят видеть
I have forwarded to you.
русском языке, на языке оригинала,
Translated in English,
переведенные на английский.
if it's not notarized, it's okay.
Если нотариально не заверено, это нормально.
Because,
You don't need to use it.
yeah, because sometimes what happens, for most of the customer, there are too much documents, they spend so much money, from $5,000 to $10,000.
Да, и на документы следующее. Doesn't state that it's a guarantee if the bank goes into bankruptcy.
See, I'll tell you, especially for banks, okay, and for financial, any institute here in UAE, they have a reinsurer. If any banks goes bankrupt or whatever it is, the entire bank portfolio will be given to some other bank and you will not lose your money. In past, it has happened. So if any bank is not doing well, they will be absorbed by a bigger bank. Example, Noor Bank. It has happened in past. It was absorbed by Dubai Islamic Bank.
Более крупный банк забирает все активы, да, как мелкий банк, и это уже брошено.
See, this country is very strong when it comes to their initial foundation of the banks and everything. And most of the banks are from years and they have always security. So example, if I whatever amount we own to the customer, same like insurance company, they have to do the same equivalent amount as a deposit with the government. So money is not an issue. No bank can hold your money.
Will the additional vehicles, if I get general instance, general
Trading. See, now what is your existing business activity?
In Russia, we trading different kinds of goods, products, foods, toys, supplies. Yeah.
Electronic appliances.
I need in rates general trading business. But Anna told me if I get
General license, it will be a little bit difficult.
very difficult to get the account.
See, I'll tell you, before general trading was low risk, but what happened, I'll tell you. In general trading, you can do any business, like a gold, a hairpin, or anything, shoes, anything and everything. So what people started doing, they started misusing the activity. So let's say now you're doing 3 tradings. Okay. 1, 2, 3 product you're doing, food stuff and toys and electronics. Okay. If
It will be better than general trading business.
you see, you can still take, you can still take general trading, no issue. But as far as your KYC is updated, if you inform the bank, okay, if you tell me I will do 3 products trading, okay, food stuff, toys, and one more thing, whatever it is, electronics. But all of a sudden, you started doing business into gold trading, 999 bar, gold, raw gold. So all of a sudden, which was not informed to the bank, and you all of a sudden you're doing different trading, then in that case, bank will give you a problem. But if you have general trading in advance, you can show that. Because when you, so what documents I will ask you in his case, okay? He's into only toys, okay? I will ask him his customers' details, country of dealing. So I will tell him, give me the top 3 customers, top 3 suppliers. So from where the business you are getting, you should give all the information. If you have new clients, there's nothing wrong. Once the money received, if the bank is asking any question, you have the contract. Okay, take this. No problem.
Да.
You can take general.
General, типа, как я понял, можно, но также разговаривать с залогом и говорить, что у меня 3 там вертикали продуктов, да, вот там душ, там, документы, я сами документы, по его, да, вот у меня вот в натуре, вот эти вот там 3 вертикали, когда говорят, вот они из-за этого наджигеров смотрят как бы на телефон. Вот это
Глобально, их что-то продал, получается, за то, что у них клиенты отбывают бабки, и почти, какая разница, то есть по факту, почти меньше, в чем у них риски? В том, что у них регулирование идет сверху Центробанка, то у них проблемы с открытием счетов. У меня 2 факта: Россия и Гренада. Или, возможно, кто-то из России, Израиль. Есть ли разница с каким паспортом закрыть? Вот не сразу 12 надо.
If you have double citizenship, Russian and Grenada or Russian and Israel, doesn't matter which passport you show to the bank.
Or same keys, for example, same keys.
It doesn't matter.
Everyone.
See, this is now the question comes over here, So example, I have one client who bought a property in St. Kitts of cash, and he got a passport. If I ask you a question, how did you get a passport? You say, I have a property. You show me the property document. Then next question, I might ask you, how did you make the payment?
Государство, ты говоришь, например, ты говоришь, ну, купил недвижимость, он говорит, покажи, как ты недвижимость.
Я могу сказать, показываю лучше Германию, и все,
If you withdraw it, let's say if you withdraw it, yeah. If you show proper documentation, we are okay.
Okay, and
If you say, no, I had a Bitcoin, USDT, I transfer, I don't know from where I got money.
Если крипту будешь показывать, будут вопросы. Если ты покажешь по нормальной
покажу недвижимость в Гренаде и паспорт Гренады. Либо бизнес России и паспорт России. Что лучше?
what the easiest step?
See,
If I show your passport of St. Kitts or Grenada or Russian passport,
doesn't matter,
it doesn't matter.
because we will see your place of birth.
мы будем все равно видеть ваши...
It's Russia, Iran, or whatever example.
Без разницы. Неважно.
Even if you give Israel passport, but your place of birth is Russia, still we will come to know you have 2 passports. Bank knows everything.
Вы покажете израильский паспорт, там написано место рождения России, но мы же понимаем, что...
Де юре, без разницы.
Да.
То есть он видит, что родился в России, что на нем.
Это St. Kitts, Russian passport and St. Kitts passport.
Born in Russia. If born in St. Kitts, then it's a different thing.
St. Kitts passport is not powerful.
It's not about powerful, because if someone is born in St. Kitts, then we can take out his history. If there are a lot of Iranis, because of sanction, they take other country passport. But it becomes easier for them. If you get me Irani passport, if you get me Canadian passport or St. Kitts passport, it becomes easy. But if you get Irani directly, we don't open. But the same Irani guy, if he gets a different passport, we can open. It matters. It's not that it matters. There's a difference. Sorry.
Having the broker here somehow influence on my profile. No.
Only you can get a seat. Bank has got nothing to do with your property. I still want to see your profile. We will say that, you have a property here. Property, when you're taking a property, we will check your source of fund again, whether you bought in cash, whether you travel with a bag of cash, whether you transfer. I have clients who has all the documents. So yesterday I met one Russian guy. He's selling his property in Moscow. He's got an agreement. He's got his own savings in the Raiffeisen bank. We are showing the bank statement, everything. He wants to open a non-resident personal account. We are okay to open because he's giving everything what we want.
В общем, вопрос был такой, если у меня
As far as you're buying
как
property
влияет или нет,
from a
он говорит,
transfer,
в случае кредита только покажите документы.
I
Просто давайте те же самые вопросы.
right now.
we can do. Yeah. It's, see, there is no question of easy or difficult.
Вопрос
It's
не
about
стоит так проще или
process time.
это дополнительно.
Еще дополнительные.
Он так не сказал, возможно, он говорит, это
So example, I'll tell you.
времени еще.
Alexa, for her question, I'll answer. Let's say now you are non-resident. You buy a property of 3 million dirham. Okay. And you become,
не резидент, платить за 3 миллиона дирхам. You can continue.
yeah. And you become a resident based on property.
И на основе недвижимости становится резидентом.
But for a bank to understand what is your income, let's say you have a business maybe in Switzerland or Russia.
Но вам важно понять, какой источник вашего
I will still
дохода.
ask you the documents from Russia or Switzerland
Например, у
because
вас, бизнес в России,
in Dubai you don't have any
Швейцарии,
profile.
ваши
so
документы
how will I
в
justify?
России или
For me,
Швейцарии.
property doesn't matter. Sorry. There is no problem, but
All have factory, big factory, Russian have people who is made for 10, 5 years business, all white money.
there is no problem, there is no problem. No, I know that's the reason they are sitting here, or else.
Да, дайте вопрос, да. Просто правильно вопрос. Я уже все. Да. One more question, please. If I have here.
Sorry, yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, I'm listening to
I bought here apartment,
you.
this March. This apartment has payment plan 4 years. If I want to move this payment plan to local bank and get mortgage, how I can do it?
Okay, for the mortgage, two things.
Вопрос был по ипотеке.
Да.
Вот я купил квартиру здесь.
Да,
Ну, вы сами привели.
я купил здесь рассрочку 4 года, но вот там в клубе «ВИХОД» ребята говорят, что очень представительности из рассрочки, пожив полгода-год, можно превратить это в ипотеку, и затянуть там на 20 лет.
Mortgage, there are 3 factors. First thing, salaried,
Okay.
self-employed. If you're self-employed, your turnover should be more than the correlation of the property value. If your turnover is 1 million, if you want 2 million, not possible.
Okay.
Если вы самозанятый, то у вас доход должен коррелироваться с вашим пеймент-планом. Ну, с планом. Self-employed. Self-employed.
If it's salaried,
Income on my local company is okay.
it's okay, but
Because I heard like salary is better for them.
see, it's better, but you don't have any option. If you're a businessman, how will you take salary?
Okay.
So understand, in her case, she is the managing director on the visa, but she is also 100% owner. So being an owner, 1 month she can transfer 100,000, 1 month she can transfer 200,000, 1 month she can transfer 50, 20. Bank is not a fool. So they will understand that she is also owner because it's her account. She has the control. She can transfer any amount. So in her case,
Okay, if I already paid,
50% of loan.
Yeah.
If you think that you have good bank balance or good investment,
But if I have bank balance in my country, I don't need mortgage.
no, you're wrong. So I'll tell you one thing. For most of the customers, example, most of the Russian, they invest into stocks and everything. Okay. Example, if you invest $1 million
Yeah.
and on the stock, if you're making 20%, okay. Why would
You
you?
don't have to stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So why would you, take that cash and buy property here? Because I'm giving you a loan in 5%. I'm giving you a mortgage loan in 5%. You're still making 15% for them.
It's understand.
They have nothing to do. Second thing, in her case, even if she is not a resident here, we can still give you mortgage. If not my bank, maybe some other bank.
Вот та девушка даже если
Based
она
on
не
her
резидент, она всё равно
income
может
in
получить
Russia.
ипотеку.
Based on her income in Russia, we can
На
give.
основании
For you
как
guys also we
России.
can give. Because
Либо
mortgage is a secured loan. You cannot take the house and run.
Потому что ипотека это обеспеченный залог.
So bank has nothing to lose. For non-resident, we give 50% of the property value. For resident, for first property, we can give 80%.
Для резидентов мы можем дать 50% ипотеку, для резидентов 80%.
For non-resident, it varies from 4% to 6% also. For
Для
resident,
резидентов от 4 до 6% ставка.
for resident, it starts, who said 2? No. So I'll tell
А
you.
для резидентов
So she's partially right. For resident, there was a time we were getting at 2%, 2.6 times.
были времена, когда 26%.
But since the time market has boomed
Но
because of
с тех времен рынок взорвался, и
thanks to Russians because they are buying a lot of properties. So the rate and repo rate and everything is increased. So now it has gone to 5%. 5%
5%
Сейчас
for resident.
for mortgage loan interest
5
per year
ставка 5% по ипотеке по residence
for resident.
для резидентов.
So mortgage, it is between, there are a lot of factors. It is between 3.5 to 5.5% maximum rate, interest rate,
Okay, from 3.5.
3.5 to 5.5.
Because
Salary, self-employed, resident, non-resident.
yeah, because I start like on the first apartment, 3.9 for the second mortgage. Oh,
No, I'll tell you. So for the-
and on third mortgage, like 1.9.
Every bank has a different process. Example, my bank,
У каждого банка есть своя политика.
it will give you, example, 2.5% fixed for only 3 years.
Например, мой банк может предоставить
After
ставку
that-
2,5% на 3 года. Но
After that, there is a bank margin plus IBOR, which is decided by the central bank.
после этого будет маржа.
Bank
плюс
margin is very standard for all the banks. That is 1.75% for now. IBOR
стандартный
can be-
маржин 1,75%.
It changes every 3 months, IBOR by the central
А
bank.
IBOR меняется каждые 3 месяца.
That can be changing from like 3% also, 2% also. So bank charges 1.7 plus 3%, plus 2%, plus 1.7.
Mortgage for the bank, for Russian banks, it's more easier way than entity bank account. Or
It's it's easier.
more easier.
Yeah, because it's a secured loan, right?
Yeah.
Auto
Yeah,
loan, mortgage,
like,
house.
second reply, then you will give this apartment.
Yeah, it's a secured, you cannot,
It's possible first to get the mortgage as a non-resident and then apply for.
that is a good thing. You can do that because in that case, automatically you'll get an account.
И в этом случае это
Because when you take a mortgage, you'll get an account to pay the EMI, right? But everyone cannot do that, right? In order to have an account, nobody will invest a property of 1 million or something.
Но не каждый будет так делать. Чтобы получить счет, тебе нужно инвестировать миллион.
No, there is nothing specific. You can buy a property of 500,000 also. You can buy a studio also. You can do that. That's a good thought. If you're planning to buy a property, you can get a personal account, but
Okay,
it differs from person to person.
About mortgage.
She's planning to buy a property.
We try to you or it's another manager?
See, I'll tell you, I don't manage mortgage.
Он не занимается ипотекой.
For mortgage, if you want something, I would rather advise you, don't go to one bank and door to door. I can give you some consultant or you can find some consultant because mortgage is a very straight and clear broker. Yeah,
Лучше вам нужно дать контакты консультанта.
because in mortgage, they will come behind you to give you loan. In business or entity, you have to come behind them.
Потому что mortgage, они как бы заинтересованы, да, а с бизнесом.
Because every bank has a different process of mortgage also. Some are giving for non-resident, some are not giving for non-resident, and some have different restrictions, this, that. So it's better to go broker, give a proper documentation. They have tie up with the bank, they will get you approval maybe for 1 or 2 banks. You can broker, you have to pay. You don't have to pay any commission to broker. There are some basic charges, like recently I did my mortgage, so I paid for 2,500 for the valuation fee. and there are some 700, so it's like hardly not even.
Какую-то мзду там за разные
If you pay separate service fee to the broker to prioritize, that's a different thing, what you discuss. But the fees will be like 4,000, not more than that.
Я просто продал машину в России, и у меня есть договор контракта продажи автомобиля, то будет этот контракт переведен, там,
In terms of showing the source of money, this example, he is sold already a car in Russia, and he has a contract for the sale of the car. Would this be a good document to show to bank?
Not really, because even I can buy a car in cash and I can make a contract of sale and I can show contract. Car is something, unless he's got a very vintage and very expensive car which was listed or something.
Сам по себе контракт не очень, если только это не какая-то, может быть, такая неправильная, винтажная и так далее, потому что ты же можешь кэшем расплатиться за машину, поэтому контракт ни о чем не говорит.
In this case,
я вот здесь показываю, я там продал машину.
Да, я говорю, без контракта. Нет, я просто перевела то, что вы сказали, что у вас вот есть контракт, по контракту вы продали машину, по контракту можно сформулировать как нет.
Он не понял, он думает, что я купил там машину.
Нет, я сказала, что проблема. Давайте вопрос сформулировать, какие документы вам нужно показать, когда вы продали машину, чтобы демонстрировать.
because in this case, maybe, I can sell my car to my friend and you can say that my number plate was very special. The car value is 1 million, you can show it for 10 million.
Is, if I sell my car in Russia, what documents I need to show in the local bank to demonstrate that?
Here, here in Dubai.
Yeah.
See, first thing I have to see that if you bought that car on loan,
Первое, I mean,
Loan.
if I'm selling my car.
if you're selling your car, I want to understand whether this car you bought it 3 years before or 5 years before.
Короче, первое, что вы хотите видеть, это как вы купили эту машину.
And how you bought.
Купили вы ее.
If you bought in cash, let's say I bought a car in 2011 or 2015 in cash, and if I'm selling it in 2022, how will I justify the source of funds? How will I show to the bank from where I got the cash?
Я в 2015 году, мне нужно показать источник дохода на основании.
Same thing if I buy a car in 2015 on loan. I have the registration card, it will show it is a mortgage. I can show I bought this on loan, now I'm selling it. Maybe it's a rare car or a rare number plate. As far as you justify the end source of fund, we are okay.
Короче, тебе конечный источник денег.
А документы во всяком случае тоже, наверное, интересно.
Да, откуда собственность, как ты купили?
Знаете, что им надо, если я не ошибаюсь, это счета за электричество, они считают это документом. Это правда? Do we need receipt for DIVA and these documents for rental,
Sometimes ijari we want.
Да, это свет, счет. Они считают документы моей недвижимости, они считают документы, счет за свет и воду.
Нет, он сказал, жарит же местность,
Either ijari, either hotel contract, but it's not a very important document. Just to get a ijari, just to get a ijari, don't buy apartment. And you can show that you're staying with your friend also. Because see, here everyone has a lot of address, you can change your house.
Ладно, хорошо.
Now I have 5 people over the weekend. Tomorrow I'll come to your bank. What document needs to be about?
For what, license?
Yes, trading. Just first one general trader, and this is very big Russian company for trader. And
Это тип компании. Да. У вас компания создана.
Нет, здесь мы будем продажи.
oh, everybody like both.
Sorry?
Лицензию как хорошо, как называется? Лицензию.
All of us, we are looking for study how to build marketplaces. That's what she's saying. Like, we already have our business.
So basically, more or less, it will be the same business you'll do over. See, very important thing, we want the existing business, bank account statements, everything which is clear, source of fund, which is important. We want top suppliers and customers detail.
Мы хотим банковские выписки.
I forwarded to you on your WhatsApp, yeah.
Основных поставщиков. You said you would forward
I
the list.
forwarded See, these are the basic minimum required documents.
Просто основные минимальные.
There can be more documents asked based on the supporting.
На основе них я могу спросить дополнительные.
И завтра на
По времени вообще, если все равно, сколько по времени в итоге открывается счет?
If the process runs smoothly, how long does it take to open an account?
See, first thing, this process, we cannot call it smoothly. So for private account, I'll explain. Let's say for private account, if you have everything clear, I'm talking about resident. Even non-resident is fine. In current situation, it will take from 5 working days to 15 working days also. Depends how soon you provide me the documents. If I ask you, give me utility bill for your Moscow house, maybe you are doing somewhere party, you're giving me, replying after 2 days, 3 days. It depends how promptly you reply with the documents. And it also depends on me how promptly I reply over there. Maybe I'm doing a party somewhere else. Maybe I'm taking a holiday somewhere.
И еще зависит от того, как быстро я в банк передам документы. Может быть, я выходной или что-то такое.
Because there is no direct system that the customer replies, it goes on the portal. It's nothing like that. There is no CRM, you directly upload
But
it.
in Russia, it's like that.
Exactly. You're right. I know that. So this is, that's the reason it becomes very difficult to manage the expectations of customers like you. Even we can't do, we are limited with that.
Нам надо желательно и по личному аккаунту банковскому, и по банковскому аккаунту нашей компании российской предоставить документы.
Сейчас у меня ответ слышал. У меня ответ слышал. Сейчас можно вам сказать? Он сказал, для лично. 5-15 рабочих дней. Он сказал, что он с этого начал. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the basic required documents. It should be same line of experience. As far as you provide, the very important is the source of fund. How will you manage your business? Whether when you come to UAE, how you're getting money to set up your company. Example, in DMCC, you spend minimum $20,000. So whether you're paying it from your bank account, you're paying from cash, if you're paying from cash, from where you get the cash and all these things. This small things matters a lot. That's how it is.
Да, маленькие детали имеют значение. But how long does it take to open a company?
Company account, it can go from minimum 1 month to 3 months or 4 months also.
От 1 до 3-4 месяцев занимает открытие счета.
Because again, I will tell you a very simple example.
I've just discussed that with one guy who's doing operating companies. He said it depends on whether your company is located in free zone or in mainland. And
See, there are a lot of factors. It depends, as I told you. It doesn't matter with mainland or free zone, first thing. It has an impact.
Многие факторы влияют. Неважно, free zone у тебя или mainland, это, конечно, имеет некоторые.
It does have a, definitely there is a difference in free zone and mainland, but it also depends how fast the compliance is replying, because every department has a turnaround time. If it comes to my queue, how fast, how soon I understand. It is also very important for me to understand what you are saying. It is very also important that what you're telling me, if I'm putting the right thing to the compliance. That is important. If you're saying toys, if I'm putting gun, then it's a problem.
Если вы говорите игрушки, а я пишу оружие, то это проблема.
So yeah. So I can arrange that. I have in fact, she was my customer only. She's here for more than 10 years. Yeah, that are good.
Um,
She was ex-banker and she was consultant. Now she is into her own fashion design company. She has got her own brand. Yeah, but she started her own company and everything.
Нет, она знает информацию.
But she has an understanding of translation and the bank account and everything, which is more than enough for us to understand. Yes, sir.
Sorry very much because the much.
No, no problem. No, no, thank you.
I everybody give the number and everybody will.
No, see.
Everyone waiting some answer.
It's not about that. It is possible as far as you provide your proper clear document. It is possible because see now, especially now the market is very spoiled over here because of the consultants. And what happens is like some people they will ask you charge you fee.
Сейчас очень много, которые берут.
But I know that, I know that